Strategies turn to ban.
Game 1 went heavily the way of Invictus Gaming. Zenith playing shorthanded, unable to stand up to the immense pressure IG poured on them. Game 2, a different story, though. Zenith is showing us a bit of a gimmick. No bans during the draft, making it work for them as Invictus Gaming outpicked their coverage, and that's a combination of a North American European term. Hopefully some of you guys will get that, but really it's very descriptive. In Zenith, on the back of another solid performance out of their stand-in Miracle coming via first departure, able to tie this series up. Now we're on the way to Game 3. The winner advances to the Live Land Finals here of the G-1 Champions League. Lot on the line. Great Dota already, and a lot ahead of us as well. Some more great commentary, of course, coming, well, not so much from me, but from the guy I'm lucky enough to have dropping the knowledge bombs alongside of me here today. That's Puppy from Navi. Puppy, my friend, Game 1 and Game 2, complete opposite looks to both of them. Tell me what Zenith did to turn things around so heavily in Game number 2.
I think it all depended on their trust. They weren't sure of the lineup in the first game, even though they were, but they had very similar heroes in the first game, also to the second game. The only point is that they now knew that they have to win, and they used something risky. And as you can see, Ice, he's banning heroes now. He sees that IG will not fall for the same trick twice.
Right.
That is definitely what they're not going to do. So they're going for something once again in their own lineup-ish, but you know, reminds me of something. Reminds me of C-Stack from the other day. It reminds me how they play Tinker and Juggernaut, because they like these heroes. But depends how Zenith uses these heroes, how they utilize these heroes, because they gave away Lifestealer. They had the Lifestealer first game, and I think the Lifestealer was the core hero that they wanted. Definitely. Everything revolved around the Lifestealer. The Queen of Pain solo easy lane revolves around the Lifestealer, because the Lifestealer is strong on hard lane. He's very strong. He's one of the strongest heroes to go with the hard lane with. But this time they don't have that choice, so they have to play a little bit passive. I don't necessarily think that's going to win them the game if they play passive. They need to be aggressive.
I love what Zenith has already shown us with Tinker and Juggernaut, and that jives exactly with what you're talking about, aggression. Zenith able to really get ahead. I mean, and it wasn't as if they just blew IG out of the water. IG hung around in that game for a little while. By the time it was over, it was quite a one-sided affair. But Zenith's ability to get out and punch early, to get out and apply pressure, that's really what gave them the advantage. They took that Tier 1 very, very quickly. The Lone Druid pickup on the side of IG just never really came into its own. He was able to get up a Maelstrom and an Armlet by the end, but the pacing on it, not that great. He did not feel like that, just that slow-moving train of pressure that most Lone Druids do. And I especially given that they are, again, short-handed today, missing XY, two very good performances, in my opinion, out of Miracle, though, so certainly not laying anything on his shoulders. Feel like he's done a great job for his friends of Zenith. But now with the Naga Siren pickup as well, love the Naga Siren pickup as a way to deal with the Lifestealer. Ensnare goes through Rage, goes through Magic Immunity, a way to hold him down. I'll tell you what, you think this could be a support Naga Siren? I've seen it before, just haven't seen it lately.
I've seen it before too, but I don't think it's gonna be, even though it might be. There's very many things they can do right now, because they tend to put the Juggernaut middle solo. They might try lane with the Naga Siren. You can do that too. And the Tinker might just go on easy lane, just like last game.
Yep.
But this Lone Druid Nate's pickup, IG are ready for a 60-minute game.
Yep.
You can see how they are picking. How they are picking is they're going to call him Phantom Lancer. They know they're not going to risk anything. This is Naix and this is Lone Druid. We've played this all the time. We just have a Shadow Demon to get ourselves like ganks and kills and, you know, disrupt ganks ourselves.
Right.
So they're ready. They're putting their mindset up that this is going to be a long game. Let's get ready for this.
I'll tell you who or what Invictus Gaming looks like right now, and tell me like if you covered the bottom name, okay, you covered the names of the teams right now, and you looked at the bans and the picks that are coming out of IG. Tell me that you would not, if you had to guess which team it was, you wouldn't guess it was LGD International. This is the exact kind of a lineup they love to pick, they love to draft for. love to get Shadow Demon out early. They absolutely prioritize Lifestealer and Lone Druid above anyone else, and anytime they can get those two heroes together, they will do so, just because of how well they work together. Both of those heroes really usually need some other carry, off carry, some other damage dealer in the early and mid-game stages to free the map up for them, to take a little pressure off of their shoulders. And then, I mean, and when you put them together, they basically carry each other's water for them. You can move around with the Lifestealer and be mobile. You can offensively tri-lane him if you want to give Lone Druid the solo save. A lot of options in terms of how you want to handle the heroes in both the early and the mid-game phase. And it's just a very potent combination. And we actually see, I'm a little surprised to see them ban out the Lesh. Usually, you want to get something like a Lesh or a Lina to go with that Shadow Demon.
Yeah, I got something to say, but the Leshrac ban means that they don't necessarily want it, because they see that they will never get this hero to the line of Diabolic Edict. They will never see this hero go that far, so they definitely want to lead it. They definitely want some other hero, because Leshrac, in all honesty, he will become feed if he doesn't get the right spots, the right ganks, because there's no hero to gank right now for Zenith. Like, all these heroes are super tanky, and they stand far. Tinker stands far, Juggernaut's impossible to kill, and Naga Siren, she doesn't really stand in the same position as most heroes do. She's like next to you, but really not.
Right.
And she can get away from things with her illusions. She can ensnare you. You know, things can backfire if you go on a Naga Siren.
Naga pickup again. I'm really intrigued by that Naga pickup, and their fourth draft is what I'm really waiting to see. I mean, obviously I'm interested in IGs as well, but they're actually going to ban the Lina. And again, that surprises me. I totally get it. It's a great insight about Leshrac and why you ban him out. Lina makes a ton of sense. Maybe what about something like a Lion? Give you a little burst damage, gives you a Hex as well as an AoE stun. The AoE stun very easy.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Lion is fine, but I think they're worried about this Juggernaut. I think they really are, because they're banning out heroes that can't do really much anything after the disruption of the Juggernaut, but maybe they're going to go for Disruptor, but it's not going to work out for them, because this hero needs so much levels, and I don't think they have time to gather levels. I think they need to do something very early. They might go for Chen, actually, if they leave it there.
The ban out of Storm Spirit out of Zenith, I think, is a brilliant ban in terms of, you know, when you're talking about Naga Siren, Tinker, Juggernaut, the only way you kill any of those heroes is if you get right in their face, you surprise them. And yeah, there's the Chen pickup. So they're going to be looking to take some towers very quickly. They're going to have plenty of push. And again, it looks a lot like an LGD International kind of lineup even now. I mean, it just does.
It does. It does. And usually LGD International would get all the Shadow Demon Lone Droid Chen before the Nakes, but now, since the transition of the metagame has changed and everybody understands how strong Nakes is, Nakes used to be somewhere 4th and 5th pick when LGD International started playing in China, and they used them as a hard laner. Oh, this Undying pickup is very strong. Like, they're getting all these heroes that don't care about anything. They don't care if they get caught. They don't care if they just see that they're gonna have to play the other Dota against IG. They played the other Dota the second game. They just didn't ban heroes, and IG got lots of good heroes, but it didn't matter if they don't combine with themselves together. But now this is pretty much the same thing. They're just gonna take this Tombstone, Juggernaut, Naga Siren, Tinker, so many heroes, so much crap that might surprise you. That just might surprise them, but the Beastmaster pickup is very beautiful here.
I'll tell you what worries me a lot if you're in IG's shoes. I mean, how many times have we seen Chen who, you know, a Chen gets out, he wants to push, he does well in the jungle, maybe he dies, maybe just one time he shouldn't, but all of a sudden he starts to stall on these towers. Maybe he gets one tier 1, but then his movement trying to take down other tier 1s, it just stalls out. You end up in this 20 minutes, you know, in that phase where 20 minutes on and you've only got one tower down, and Chen begins to feel kind of useless. He begins to feel a lot like a range creep with a global heal. But look at Zenith's lineup. Like, how do they not stall out on those pushes? You've got Juggernauts. You're going to have March of the Machine coming out of Tinker. You're going to have the Tombstone out of the Undying. You're going to have Naga Siren's ult just as a holy crap, let's get out of here kind of an ability to get you out of trouble. To say nothing of Juggernaut with his healing ward that's going to allow them to fight under towers consistently. And, of course, the magic lineup like this can be. I love the Beastmaster pickup as well. And now Dazzle going to be adding Weave to the mix. I have a hard time seeing how IG is going to be able to push early on.
No, they have all the strength to push early on. Beastmaster is not one of these heroes that lets you easily control the map. No, this hero is definitely a strong pickup. I think it's the best pick that they could have done. Maybe they could have went for a Puck, but Beastmaster and his inner beast with the Lone Druid and the Nakes, it's going to be really good. And all Chen creeps hitting this hero that's going to be Roared. Getting 3 hits instead of 2 on 3 creeps is enough to deal a lot of damage. And it's going to be very important. And we're going to see how this game is going to get transitioned. Because we see Nakes going top lane. We see that this is a death Nakes. They're going to give farm on the Lone Druid. They think it's going to be more important to prioritize on that, and Ice is going hard lane with his Juggernaut.
Yep, keeping an eye on him. Ice back on the Jug, and we'll run through our lineups. I don't think we're going to have... It is going to be a farming Naga Siren, which kind of disappoints me, not going to lie. I was hoping to see support Naga just because it's so relatively rare compared to farming her up. But anyway, running through our lineups, Invictus Gaming. They've got Faith handling the Shadow Demon, Joe, going to be playing on our Lone Druid this time around. Ferrari 430 setting up shop here in mid lane on the Beastmaster. The Lifestealer going to be handled by YYF. Poor YYF had a rough game last game. Going to be looking to bounce back with a strong performance here. They definitely need it out of him. And G-1 going to be playing our Chen on the other side of the river. We've got Ice Cube running on Juggernaut for the 2nd game in a row. He's going to spot G-1 out. Don't think much is going to come of it, though. Hold on. We've got rotation from Faith. And there's the disruption. Are they going to try to make something happen here? Shouldn't be able to. Yeah, a little bit of right-click damage, all that really going to result from that. The Undying going to be handled by Ice, just the singular Ice that time. Freedom going to be playing on a rather surprising pick in Dazzle. Tinker going to be picked up or played by Yamate, which, by the way, I want to thank our chat for some of the most amazingly hilarious theories as to what that actually means in Chinese I've ever read, ever. And then Naga Siren going to be played by the stand-in, and my MVP from Game 1 and Game 2, Miracle.
Yes, IG is doing what they love to do the most, is using this Lone Druid to pull for the Nakes. This is what they perfected in the 2nd International, and they got a game out of us in the Grand Finals like this. And it is strong. It is really strong. And as you can see, the Nakes is in a position where he doesn't even care. There needs to be 1 deny, I think, on the creep lane for the Nakes to knock it level 2.
And so far, not a problem. YYF. Oh, missed the last hit there, but for the most part, taking what is given to him. The bear's still hanging out there, at least for the moment. And the bottle now on the way. It's going to be picked up by Ferrari 430. A little bit of movement, and Ice is looking for the courier. He knows it's coming. That is just a walking courier, but he gets there a smidge too late. If he had taken off for that lane about 2 seconds earlier, he would have gotten a kill on it for sure.
Lone Druid's still doing the same thing, disrupting everything that is for this Naga Siren. But, you know, right now, I'm not really seeing... Oh my god, look middle.
And here in mid, we've got Yamate and Ice both taking a lot of damage, unable to accomplish much of anything. Ferrari had some help. And Shawan just doing his thing here in the jungle, no problem. This is going to be free farm for Zoe. At least for the moment, taking an early look at the CS, we can see Beastmaster's actually on top. He's got 10, making 9 for the Lone Druid, 9 for the Naga Siren as well, so she's in good shape. Tinker sitting on 8, and after that it falls off a bit. YYF actually only has 3, even with the help of Zoe's Bear.
Well, I'm always worried, because Beastmaster Lone Druid combination is not a joke. It's one of the strongest combinations. People have used it for, I don't know, eternity already. Chen, Lone Druid, Beastmaster is so much summon, so much stuff that you can't handle it if you don't have the right heroes. And they need to get this levels on Tinker. They need to let this Tinker not die.
Gonna be disrupted. They engage out. Centaur's there. Mirror image is not gonna be enough. Put first blood on the board and give it to Faith this time around. Freedom now being pursued. A little bit of a traffic jam coming through the narrowing of that path, but they managed to make it happen. Was tracking IG as they moved all across the map, and very well executed, very patient, and not only did they get the first blood, they got it on the hero they wanted to get it on more than anything, being able to take the Naga Siren out.
Yeah, and they're going to just transition this to a top lane trialing. They don't really have any problems just standing here now. And the Naga Siren, you know, this tranquil boots that you have, it's pretty much everything you can farm up.
Yep, poor Miracle. Caught out there. the stand-in once again, if you're wondering why he is playing. It's XY, as I understand it, spending some time with family right now. I don't get into players' personal business, but a lot of questions about that.
Getting entangled first hit. Unlucky. He might get rammed down, actually.
And the Bears right on his heels. Nope, they're going to back off. Just let him go. But yeah, XY, out of action today, spending time with family. And Miracle, who, if you recognize his name, a player for First Departure, standing in for Zenith. And First Departure eliminated during Phase 2, so that's why he's permitted. I'm going to guess that's the ruling, actually. I'm not sure what the actual official rules are, but... Anyway, back up here to top. This tri-lane, Miracle being zoned out pretty effectively, we can already see.
Yeah, they had to back him up for this to not happen, but what can you back up all the time? You have 2 potential lanes that can always die, even 3 actually. Bottom lane can also be killed. He's totally wanted this kill though.
Yeah, so just flat out dove it. Just, you know, dive more. And now we might have Naga Siren is going to go use here. I actually thought she was going to ensnare there. And
she will, maybe.
There we go. Now they're going to catch Faith as he left behind. There's the Riptide as well. Disruption buys some time. Tombstone is down. Not a fight they want to take much longer. Faith going to be cleaned up. Now G-1 is left towards the back. No way to follow it up, though. So they managed to get a return kill. And that is exactly the trump card Zenith is going to have in the laning phase. Anytime they feel good positionally, they drop that Tombstone. It's basically a retreat or die situation for IG.
Well, there's a reason why we saw Shadow Priest a lot with Naga Siren. It's because this combination is very deadly. You can never underestimate this combination. It deals a lot of damage, and IG have to know this. They can never start with Disruption, I think. They can only use Disruption in a defensive way. Because if they end up using the Disruption aggressively, I think it's going to just be insta-sleep into Weave from the Shadow Priest and a Tombstone set. And they're just going to mow him down. Of course they're going to use their spells also, but it's going to be just a Beastmaster having stun, nobody else.
And we see Chuan finds himself a Hellbear Smasher, #1 name 2013. I hate that name so much. But gives him a little bit of extra damage if they decide to get aggressive. For now, though, Zoe left alone in the bottom lane. Juggernaut is making his way up. No, that's actually Ferrari who's hooking up. Now we're going to have an engagement on the ice. Ice. Oh, what a grave! The roar catches Freedom. Now they're going to follow it up. Freedom will end up being cleaned up. Ice hung around a little bit too long. Got bailed out by Dazzle, but stuck around the wrong neighborhood. Make it 3-1 now. Great grave out of the Dazzle. Thought that was going to be enough to buy him the time he needed. Instead, it's a big turnaround in IG's tri-lane, flexing its muscles now with the help of Ferrari, who rotated out of mid.
Yeah, they're going to rely on this so much that when their mid laner gets level 6, they're just going to run around and do whatever they want. While the Tinker is going to get level 6. Is Joe going to run after him?
Yeah, Ice is very close to dead here. He's got enough for a... Oh, wow! He's going to die!
Yes, yes.
Hung on a little bit too long. Zoe gets a solo kill. Now Tinker poking his nose around there. Doesn't look like he wants a piece of it. Zoe and the Bear. Bear goes man mode. A little bit of damage done to Zoe, but what a root! The Bear...
Jugger's going to teleport. No, he doesn't have a teleport. No, he doesn't. Too bad.
4-1. Make it IG's lead, and YYF, who started out pretty slow, now getting near the top, and it's our Naga Siren falling behind. We're going to have rotation to mid, Disruption, with Shin there to support. Hellbear Smasher claps his hands, give him a standing ovation. That's a gank on mid, very effectively executed by IG. And they are beginning to pick apart Zenith. Make it 5-1 now. 6 kills on the board, 5. And Zenith's pocket might be, oh wow, 5 in IG's pocket, but no, the root! Down goes the healing ward, isn't enough! They're gonna slug it out, the Bear! No, God! Awful luck! Oh, the RNG! Spirit Bear MVP, 8 minutes in, another kill goes the way of the Lone Druid against the Juggernaut.
Level 8, Lone Druid against level 4 Juggernaut. This is not looking good for them.
And at this point, you have to figure, I mean, they've got to try to shake something up. This is not something that's going to get a whole lot better the longer it continues, especially with the Druid so far ahead now. Taking a look at the Druid, Yeah, still working on his boots. He's got a decent amount of gold saved up. He's up to 730. We'll see what he wants to pick up here next. Gonna have a TP into mid here, and here comes G-1. There's a disruption to lead things off. Soul Catcher is there, and Dazzle with the very, very early time Shallow Grave. That's gonna wear off long before he has a chance to do much of anything, and Freedom pulling the trigger a little too quick there. He's likely to die himself. The roar was used. But
yes, heal. High-level heal.
Thought about dipping into the Roche pit. There's the Axis, and that'll be enough to clean that up. Another kill going his way.
Okay,
and
don't heal yourself.
Yeah, I don't know. That was just bizarre. His Shallow Grave was way too early. Way too early.
I don't think the Tinker would have survived in the first place. Even if the Grave would have been late. They needed some kind of a... Actually, this Shadow Priest level 6, which is really awesome. He's earlier than anybody real from IG. But, you know, they're all getting their levels. Actually, they're all getting levels. Anyway, my point is... the Tinker would not have survived there. It's like the Undying getting the Shallow Grave up there at top. There's just nothing to back them up after the Shallow Grave. Yes, you're gonna tank damage, but you're gonna still die. You're not gonna do anything. They don't have the levels to use DK twice or have a tombstone that rips your ass apart or something like that. They don't have that.
Right.
And it's gonna take them a long time to get that because most of the lanes are already getting destroyed, and it's all because of this Chen pickup. It could have been an Enchantress also. It probably would have been, but you know, they knew the risk. Zenith knew the risk of giving away the 0.
Ice still looking for level 5. He's halfway there. We're going to have a smoke gank, though, out of IG, making their way back to top. YYF already there. And you can just see, I mean, YYF has been bullying this lane around by himself, let alone without any help. Now he's got an entire team on the way. He's level 8, level 5 on Undying, level 7 for Miracle. And he's going to try and bait this back. And Ice is going to be spotted out. They've got Roar ready. Oh, a little indecisiveness might cost them. Going to throw out the Axis and just come charging through. And G-1 thought about it, thought better of it. They may just go ahead and use this as a catalyst to push now. Shadow Demon using his Shadow Poison to zone them out, keep some vision. And we'll see, yeah, right now everyone's just kind of hanging around. G-1 is level 7, has Arc Boots, certainly going to help his team take these sustained pushes in terms of mana. He's also got 2 very good creeps in the Hellbear Smasher as well as the Centaur Conqueror. Please change the names, Valve. I love you guys so much. I hate these creep names so badly.
Where's the Centaur?
Centaur
Conqueror.
Yeah, I hate him. At least it's not Hellbear Smasher. Hellbear Smasher.
Hellbear Smasher.
It's like if you came to me and said, AC, hang on, we're going to have a Tinker caught out. In the meantime, Tier 1 does drop. Now the Grave is there. Another very early Grave. Don't know that it matters. Faith likely to pay the price. Will be ensnared from the low ground. Disrupts himself. And the TP reactions are going to be there. Out he comes. Hand of God, not enough. YYF wants to re-engage. Ice going to be the target. And with Beastmaster throwing the Axis from the high ground, Weave comes out. Going to give them some bonus armor and hurt the armor of IG, but the Tombstone should be dropping momentarily, and it will. And YYF got to be careful. He's going to invest back out. Now he's ready to go. He's going to have open wounds in 4 seconds. And here comes G-1 and his menagerie. There's the sleep. Miracle brings an end to that aggression of IG. What I was going to say is that, like, if you came to me and said, AC, we're writing a comedy skit, we want you to come up with a goofy in-game creep name and just make it as over the top as possible. Hellbear Smasher might be, like, that's the kind of thing I'd come up with in that situation.
I would put Pedro.
Pedro, that's it. It's a Pedro.
Just Pedro, you know.
Yep. G-1 has his second Pedro of the game, ready to push on this Tier 1 mid, and Pedro is swinging from the shoelaces, doing some damage. Tombstone going to go down. And I hope you know, I'll probably end up calling that thing Pedro forever now.
Good. I like Pedro.
And the Tombstone will be cleaned up. There's a disruption on Ice. And now they're going to roar him. And the damage, a bit too much. YYF there to help clean things up. And this game beginning to look pretty scary. The Tombstone not doing much to stop the pushes. March of the Machines not there to help out when they need it the most. Ice not going to die this time. Well timed from Freedom. So a good Grave buys him just enough time. He needs to get back to the well. Heals himself up via Soul Rip. And now there's going to be an ensnare. It's going to catch YYF. Weave goes down as well. Looks like they want to fight here. Finally, we have our Tinker ready to use. March of the Machines to ward some of this off. Zoe has made his way over in the meantime. They may rotate down. Ice, 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 not going to be spotted out. Open Wounds is there. It's going to use Blade Fury to try to get away. The bear, oh, Spirit Bear swipe. Another root, and Ice, Ice, Ice hates this bear today. Hates the Spirit Bear.
Yeah, he doesn't like it. He doesn't like that dude.
Likes Pedro, just not the Spirit Bear.
Well, what can I say about this game? Zenith went too far. They really did. Because their Juggernaut pickup was solidified. It was fine, to put it middle, and they had a Queen of Pain on easy lane. And they were aggressive that game. They were aggressive, they had an aggressive lineup, and they could have done it this game also. But instead, they went super passive, actually. And you can see, like, this Lone Druid, he's just standing there. He doesn't care.
Yep.
Because there's absolutely no way to catch him. The only way to catch him is if Naga Siren thinks it's a good idea for me to just stop farming and get a kill, maybe not the frag. Ice 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 is still, like, going down and stuff.
Almost died there, really. I thought for sure we were going to see another root. Finally, Tinker shows up and says, leave my boy alone. Gives him a rocket and a laser in the eye on the way out. 13-2, we do have the Beastmaster with a Blink Dagger and a Naix inside of him. He's got a Passenger. And Nod one is going to be welcome in the House of Zenith. He's going to go ahead and blink. There we go. Infest out. Ice spotted out. Blown up. Peace out. See you in the well. Ice, Ice, Ice. Going to be there along with Yamate. Yamate can't TP fast enough. And yeah, this is a game which... It's one thing if you do this with an all-in mid-game lineup. They're going to have the late-game potential of a farm Naix as well as a farm Lone Druid. This game is officially out of control. We're getting near 12,000 gold advantage for Invictus Gaming, and we are 15 minutes into this game. They're up into 5 digits in terms of experience as well, and not looking to slow down at all.
Yeah, I think Zenith overstepped their limits by picking too many heroes that need levels and need farm and don't have anything to catch with. Because I'll tell you a secret of Naga Siren. He was never picked up as a carry in China. Let's look at this fight bottom. No, just gonna be my casual teleport boost of trials. Anyway, he was never picked up as a carry. You would always see him next to some kind of a Morphling. They enjoyed Morphling the most, but he was next to a DK most of the time. Next from LGD. From LGD, he was next to a DK. From other players, he was next to maybe even a Lone Druid, or a CK. It doesn't matter. They liked having him as a second carry because what he really does is he disrupts the enemy. They know that they're coming bottom. They should just back off. Yeah, this is not happening. So they just transition to Roshan maybe, or Ferrari gets in. No, but they never picked him as a sole carry. And it is true, you cannot do that because he's just not dealing damage. She will let you deal damage. That's what the hero does. She ensnares a hero. She puts illusions on people. She makes the supports run away. She makes minus armor so you can deal more damage. She can help you if you're gonna get in trouble. She's gonna sleep and stop every aggression that's coming to you. See, she is actually a support hero, but she needs farm, and she's a support to carry, but it's not easy to do this right now. Let's take a look at top.
Here's the smoke up at top. Zoe going to be given a lot of priority. Down goes the tombstone. Everyone going to sell out. He's just going to try to TP away. There's the sleep out of Miracle just to stop the TP, but he's got help on the way. Hand of God buys him some time, but here comes the cavalry. Naix and Fest back out, and yeah, I mean, it's the shallow grave, well-timed, just no way to stop it. You knew the counter kills were coming. They're going to be able to clean up Miracle now. And I think that really just tells you how out of control this game is. It took the entire team of Zenith so long to kill the Lone Druid, and now Ice likely to be the next death, and he will be. But that's actually a triple kill for G-1 and his Hellbearer, excuse me, his Centaur Conqueror. Dark Troll Summoner, that's a little bit better. I can deal with that. I mean, I prefer Warlord, but I can deal with Summoner, because at least it describes what he does. Centaur Conqueror, that's way too many syllables. What, Smash It doesn't say anything to you? Hellbear, it's not so much the Hellbear, or, well, actually it's the Hellbear. Hellbear's like a terrible name.
Summons, man.
What?
He summons and he smashes.
Wild Wing Ripper.
Wild Wing Ripper.
Yeah, exactly. See, you can't even get it out with a straight face. It's come on, dude. It's like Wild Wing Ripper. That sounds like if you went to like a Buffalo Wild Wings and they were trying some experimental regional, like really crappy, really awful tasting nacho basket or something. That's exactly what that sounds like. I don't want that. I want my Wildkin War Chief. Come on, get it together.
Yeah, I like the little centaur too. Centaur Courser.
See, Courser, no, that has an air of class to it. That's fine. He's a Courser. That makes sense to me. I can deal with that. Although I think that little centaur is known to everyone on the planet as the little bitch centaur. That's what everyone calls him.
What the hell is a vool?
A vool?
Yeah, a vool. I've never seen this word.
Have you ever seen? You sounded just like the butcher from Gangs of New York whenever he's reading the newspaper and there's a word he doesn't recognize. Ghoul. That's exactly what you just sounded like.
V, with a V, man. With a V.
Where is it?
Look at the. It's freaking kobolds, or the easy spawn.
Vool. A Vool assassin. 3 of them.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone ever paces. You just never see Chen still an easy spawn creep. Come on, Schwan, go get the Vool. I want to see the Vool in action.
You get a Vool in action. 2 damage per second.
Exactly.
Gotta take it. Roshan dies in like 1 second.
Yeah. And we're not troll casting, by the way. I mean, let's just call what it is. It's 20,000 gold lead at 20 minutes, okay? That's what this is. It's 19-3. The experience is right in that range as well. And Zenith, after a solid performance in Game 2, unfortunately finding themselves most likely on their last legs here in Game 3. Taking a look at YYF, FaZe, Drums, Armlet, as well as Assange, because, hey, why not? Sanj and Yasha most likely on the way. He's honestly not far from the Yasha either. Chuan actually picked up a Vlad's. They know they can close this out. That's a Dagon on Ferrari. Ferrari picked up a freaking Dagon.
Dagon's a good item. He bought it last game. He was like, okay, I couldn't do it on Tinker. I'm going to do it today.
That's
gonna do it today.
Right. I want to blow someone up. I want to melt their face, and I want to KS my entire team and have all the gold ever. And Druid has picked up a Dagon. That
Chuan's not joking too,
happened.
Chuan's not joking too.
Did Chuan get one? Nope, let's see. Yep, he's building one. He has a
Shadow Demon.
Wow, I don't think I've ever seen Chinese teams troll like this. Like, this is something you'd see usually in North American, European Dota. I don't know that I've ever seen a Chinese team go this overboard.
Oh, there have been strategies of 5 Dagons in China. There have been. Like, it's a legit strategy by them to get 5 Dagons. No yoke.
Oh, here we go. Chuan and his menagerie here. I wish you could hear me, so I could just be like, go get a Vool. I want to see him running around with a Vool. Faith has one. Yeah, I'm wondering
what like YYF is thinking. He was wanting to buy Sanjin Yasha so hard, and his teammates like got the goal to just all buy Dagons, and he's like, come on, guys. Like, come on. Because he has money for this Yasha. He's like, I don't want to be the weirdo guy, I don't want to be left alone.
Sell the drums, buy the Dagon. Be a man. Be a man! That's what you need to do.
He's gonna be a man. The only problem is maybe the game ends before he gets it. He's like, come on! He's gonna be in the fountain. I have Dagon, guys, come on! 700
gold to Chuan's. Chuan will have his very soon. Chuan needs to sell that mech. If you're going 5-man Dagon, you don't need a mech. You sell your mech, you buy your damn Dagon. That's what you do.
No, man, that's throwing.
Oh, it's throwing? It's IG throws. IG throws.
Yes, YYF is getting a Dagon.
And like a man, there you go, buddy. Like the boss that he is. Saves up his nickels and pennies. Same with Chuan. Chuan taking the big stack over at the Ancients just so he can get his up. Needs 400 gold. Come on, Chuan. Jeez, where's that GPM, son? We can see the top 4 levels on the board. Yeah, look at the farm. Top 4 farm. Chen has more farm than Naga Siren. Chen has more farm than the carry of Zenith. That's where we are. That is the state of things here in game number 3. 19-3. Hope you guys have enjoyed the broadcast. Don't know. Call me crazy. Think it's going to be coming to an end sometime soon. Once again, I want to thank you for being here, Puppy. It's been an entertaining series, and hey, we get to see 5 Dagon.
We get to see 5 Dagon. And we get to see Zenith wait for their deaths. They're like, okay, guys, yeah, we're going to die, but we might take down 1 player from IG.
That's it. You got to get the moral victory going. You got to kill the Chen. You can't let Chen, which is just
kill Chuan. Just freaking kill Chuan. That's all. It's probably ice cream. Just freaking kill this Malaysian dude.
That's exactly what I would be doing. If a Chen's going to buy a mech against me or buy a Dagon against me, I'm going to kill that Chen. And Dagon on the way. This will make 1, 2, 3. YYF's still waiting on his. Nope, now he's got it. And
okay.
Kaboom! 5 Dagon is complete. And
who's gonna be the first one that dies through Dagons? Come on, your choice fast now.
Tinker. What about you?
I'm gonna say Ice. I hope it's Ice.
Oh, there we go. Hand of God. Gets him back ready to fight, waiting for the barrage of magic damage. And here we go. There's the roar. And yep, that's a dazzle. We just lost our shirts. No rares for us. Blown up immediately. As the rest of IG cleaning house. And I'm surprised. I like what Zenith's doing. They're letting IG have fun with this. They're not like just falling back to the well and hollering GG. They're actually playing. And yeah, that split push. That split push from Miracle. Make it happen, brother. Turn it around. He's going to have Radiance at 24 minutes when the entire other team has Dagon. Let's see what he can do with it. Ice. Uh-oh. There's the net. He's going to go up. Naga sleep. Can they turn it around? They're grouped up.
Crazy game.
There's the weave. Tombstone down. Make it happen. Dagons go off like fireworks. Lots of little marching soldiers. They're able to get one down. That's the Shadow Demon. Chuan on the way. Puts his mech to use. Now Ice is forced to fall back. In the meantime, we've got a battle. Tinker going to be rooted down, but the Barion's up. Dropping as well. Aegis going to be popped off of Zoe. And Zoe going to go ahead and morph. And he tried to TP out. You can't do that. If you're gonna go all Dagon, man, you gotta go full Dagon. You don't go half Dagon. You go full Dagon and you YOLO until the end. 20-5. Zenith loses their racks, but they manage to prolong the game at the very least.
Well. I think Tinker's gonna get a Dagon too. You know, it's gonna be a huge fight of Dagons.
Dazzle has 3 bracers. Because why not, right? I guess he liked his first set of bracers so much, you know, the way they look on his wrist, that he wanted to get an anklet going. So let's see if he can get a matching kit.
No.
Undying killed off by Ferrari. There in mid, 21-5. The gold is actually leveled off. There you go, Zenith. Get it together, guys. Turn it around. Just north of 20,000 in experience in gold. They've got a chance. I'm going to say it. They've got a chance.
Yes, they got a chance on their tier 4 towers when they get 5 heroes stacked in the same place on their sleeve. Yes,
it's a chance. I didn't say it was a good one. Didn't say it was going to happen again. But I mean,
it's going to happen again. What are you talking about?
I want to see everyone upgrading their Dagons now. Do we have a level 2 Dagon on the map yet? We do. Let's see. 1. Nope. All level 1s. IG running out of steam. That's what it tells me. And YYF finally gonna finish his Sanj and Yash. It's like, screw you guys. Dagon did not work. We should end the game. Now I will grab myself my... And it looks like Tinker's getting himself a Dagon too, by the way. So potential to have 6 Dagons on the board by the time all's said and done.
Well. So IG are like, no guys, we're not gonna go. We're gonna wait for Roshan. This was stupid. No.
That's the thing. Like, you do something like this, you don't do stuff like wait for Roshan, okay? You don't buy any more wards. You don't fool with, you know, anything nice. You don't smoke up. You just run 5-on-5 to the well over and over until you win. That's the only way you're allowed to win whenever you do something like this. Here we go. The Satyrs. The Satyr Tormentor. Not a bad name. I like it. Not as bad as Centaur Conqueror or Hellbear Smasher. They take the charge, and there's an August Sleep.
Oh,
they got 3 of them again. 3 plus the bear. And here we go. And Faith disrupted to buy some time. Can they follow it up? There's the Infest back out. YYF now chopping wood. Going to town on Miracle. There's the Omni Slash gets a kill. And Shadow Demon does end up cleaned up. So likely to drop. He will. There's buybacks on both sides. 2 on the side of Zenith. And they're forcing IG out. This is like troll versus counter troll. Zenith playing for pride, chasing Chuan away. He's going to make himself back up. He's got help coming. And Rockets rearm. In the meantime, YYF just engages into the whole team. Now there's a weave. And another well-timed shallow grave keeps Miracle up and fighting. Ferrari now charging back out. There's an open wounds on Miracle. The ensnare, though, keeps him off of the Siren's heels. Now Mirror Image going to buy some time. Beastmaster there to try and help. The bear, bear got a root again. And the Dagon enough to clean things up. Dagon's being spin all over the place. NWP, a.k.a. Yamate. Still looking for his. He's 400 gold away, the bear. Going to work on the melee racks. And would imagine at some point this insanity will reach a conclusion. They're actually forced out again with the rack still standing.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yes, it is. This is totally a game for Zenith to win.
This is totally not troll on either side. This is totally serious, super serious.
Just look at this Juggernaut with a bracer, and he's actually useless in these fights because, you know, their lineup isn't bad. Their lineup is super strong. If they can get 3 heroes in the same spot where they can weave them and just drop the tombstone and just send all the spells in. That's the wombo combo which Nagasiren does. But it's gonna be hard. I'm gonna say it. It's gonna be hard. It's not easy.
There's only so many glyphs they have. Glyphs have been keeping their base alive, buying some time. Freedom is going to try to get himself a set of drums, so he's got his set of bracers. Not going to hang a drum on his hip. He is a hip little Shadow Priest. Roshan down to half health. The bear with his armlet and his maelstrom up. Man, it looks like IG has resumed building real items, playing real Dota, at least momentarily.
What do you mean real Dota? It was always real Dota.
Exactly. It's not real Dota if there's not 5-6 Dagons out, right? Oops, wrong button. That's the button I'm looking for. And yeah, let's see. We've got...
See, there's real Dota and there's man Dota. And they went man Dota.
Man mode. This is what I call, and have been calling for quite some time, much to the chagrin of many of my viewers. This is chest out Dota, son. This is chest out Dota. Here we go. They're gonna rush the racks again.
Need to laser the bear.
And here we go. Here comes Beastmaster. He's going to throw out the axe. He's got a Nakes inside of him. There's the Naga Sleep. And
this
not
guy's alone,
quite.
But Nakes inside.
And there we go. Out they come. And the Roar's going to catch Freedom. Handagog gets him back up and fighting. Dagons go off on both sides. Yamate, I should say, cleaned up. No buybacks this time around for Tinker and Dazzle. There's a very, very dead Juggernaut. And just look at the laser beams. Pew, pew, pew. Miracle dove into the well and
oh no, Zhao.
loses the H's. Able to clean her up. But with that, this game concludes. The GGs are out. And a very impressive win for IG. They prevailed 2-1 over Zenith and punched their ticket to the live LAN finals here of the G-1 Champions League. What a great series. Not exactly the closest game 3 I've ever seen, but nonetheless a very entertaining series.
Well, they took 2 fights. That's what people like dream of doing against IG.
I wish I could take 2 fights against IG. I think I'd be happy with that.
Exactly. No.
And
oh no.
so actually,
Yamate is destroyed. Oh no.
G-1 actually typed don't run. That's hilarious. Oh, Yamate. Oh, these guys having fun. Run to your base, Lay. Oh.
He's gonna have mech soon. Mech John. He's gonna have mech.
Nope. Ice is making a run for the base, baby. That's what he just said. Here we go. Runs past. He's gonna win. That's how this game's played, right?
He's gonna die.
Ice is back at the base. Yep, there you go.
Oh,
There's
no,
the ping.
Ice.
Watch
Oh,
Chuan
no,
ping.
Ice.
This is how you win, by the way. It's like it's like chess. Chuan, or excuse me, Ice gets down to the other end of the board, and now he gets to have all items at level 25. That's how it works, right?
Ice is closer to Fountain than IG is to the enemy's Fountain.
Fair enough. And I think that's all that really matters.
Oh no, Beastmaster.
He kills him off.
Ice. Oh, no.
R.I.P., buddy.
Dire's Ancient is under attack.
GG. And Zenith still got a Tinker hanging around. Yamate. And they're all upgrading their Dagons now. They're just having laser wars, because you know what? Why not? And the Ancient should and will finally drop. That brings a close to the group stage of Phase 3, and we have two teams with their tickets punched to the postseason going to the G-1 Live LAN Finals. Orange from the other group, and now Invictus Gaming as they prevail over Zenith 2-1. Great series, Puppy. A lot of fun. Games weren't exactly the closest, if we're to be honest. I mean, we saw some good plays on both sides. Zenith really impressed me with their ability to bounce back in game number 2, but in the end, IG just too much to overcome.
Yes, all games were, in other words, rape. First game, IG were destroying Zenith, then Zenith were destroying IG, and as this game, we could all see that IG was very, very dominant actually. They took their advantage with the heroes that they were given, because I'm not really sure if they should have given away Chen, because, you know, of all heroes, Chen is stronger than Enchantress if you want to go with this lineup, because Enchantress has a problem. Enchantress has a problem with HP, and she doesn't have much strength. She doesn't have much strength, and that means Undying can kill him. Juggernaut is strong, and Tinker can like laser rocket him down. Like, she's vulnerable to nukes. But Chen is a hero that has like 500 something HP level 1. That's big. That's really big. So when they give away Chen and the Beastmaster, they don't have anything to do with these picks. I think they could have made their picks a little bit better by maybe taking Chen instead themselves. You know, having a stronger lineup than they have right now, because overall, you can just run over these heroes. These heroes that Zenith have, none of these heroes can gank you. None of them. And the Lone Droid felt that the whole game. It's like, okay, if you ever try to kill me, I think you're gonna need 5 heroes, and that's 5 heroes to waste time on.
The official game time, 33 minutes, 21 seconds, 37-11, with a bunch of Dagons out on the board. A VOD to watch. Not the most competitive game I've ever seen, but certainly a hell of a lot of fun. Once again, IG walks away victorious, 2-1 over Zenith.